when I lived in Mold, I just wanted to talk about this really quick. When I was in Mold, I didn't look in the mirror at all for, I want to say maybe 3 years. Because I don't think it was the full 4 or 5 years that I didn't look in a mirror. But I didn't look in a mirror for at least 3 years. And I didn't take a single selfie of myself, which, you know, in hindsight I kind of regret because I could have had something to look back on, but I literally couldn't even comprehend the idea of like picking up a phone and taking a selfie, or looking at myself in the mirror, or looking at somebody in the eyes. How did that affect me? How did that affect me long term? What did I learn from that? I think that there's a lot more pondering I can do about that topic, about how it's affected me and shaped me. But one of the biggest things that it did help me with, even though it was a terrible thing, it wasn't something I chose to do, it was something that it was just like a side effect of it. It's not like I went out seeking to not take selfies and not look at myself. But one of the things is that one of the benefits is that it detoxed me from selfie culture. Beforehand, before all of this, before the Mold, I used to take photos of myself like you do, you know, upload a photo, and I would criticize that photo, thinking I was all sorts of things. And I wouldn't want to post certain photos because I thought that people would start to think that I was like the fat friend secretly or whatever. And I thought all of these different things about myself. And those 3 years that I didn't do any of that, I didn't take selfies, I didn't look at myself, I didn't criticize myself, I had no room for any of that, it detoxed me big time. I no longer do that. I'm able to post whatever I want and not think about like, ooh, do I look kind of ugly in that? Like, do I like, even the thumbnails of this, like, sometimes I mess it up and I'm like, hey girl, like, I messed it up. Like, like, does that defeat the purpose of the video? No. Like, what am I looking at here? Do I have to look perfect at every angle? It's given me a lot of confidence to be myself, you know? Like, don't hide this double chin. Just take the most flattering angle, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But I know that that's a hard thing. It's not like, I don't know, it would be a very hard thing to like recommend that people stay away from taking selfies and looking at themselves for 3 years. That's, you know, so I don't recommend it, but it taught me a lot, that's for sure.